Hi,
Hey, what's up?
how's it going?
Cool. That freaked me out. So like, I didn't know we were like live, and it just said, "All right, accepted your request." I'm like, wait, hold
Uh,
on.
yeah,
All
it
right,
does that. It just starts connecting out and over.
we're
Okay.
good. We're good. I'm just here in my home studio, just going over some vibes.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear like some music in the background.
Yeah, my bad. Is it too loud?
No. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
So, like, how's the courting going?
Um, pretty boring. Uh, no, I'm playing. No, I mean it's okay. The cool thing is that you get to spend time with family a little more and work on music a little more. So that's mainly it. I'm thankful for that. But aside from that, I mean it is a bummer that not to be able to be out in the stores and like I haven't shopped in I don't know how long or bought anything like that. So I don't know that part. Kind of unfortunate, but it's cool.
So
How's it
you
going
said
over for you?
over here for quarantine. Oh my god, I'm always like I love going out and I love bringing my friends and stuff. So like
Yeah.
now that I'm like home and I can't do anything other than TikToks, doing the same thing. It's like a cycle, doing it over and over
Yeah.
and over.
By the way, that was my yeah. So I finally saw your TikTok. Yo, that's awesome. You're like lit out there. That's so hard. That's dope.
TikTok?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. I saw your videos and whatnot. That's awesome.
When did you start doing TikTok?
No, not me. I'm saying your page. Like when
No
I
one.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
finally got introduced to you,
you
and
didn't
then
make
I
one?
hadn't. No, I have one, but I'm not even like on game like that. I'm gonna need you to help me.
Oh, I got you. I got you. Look, thing on me. I do, dancing. I do acting. I can show you everything in the book.
All right, let's do it. I'll teach you some stuff too, like on music now and your recording and whatnot. With Clef actually, Clef produced my latest single.
Yes,
So yeah, we gotta like link up and collab.
I got you. I mean,
Yeah,
that sounds dope. I heard. So I want to talk about this. I heard you did a new song with Snow the Product. How do you feel about
yeah.
that?
So Snow the product. So I went out to LA. I flew out there back when we could fly, in February, and she was just saying like we got to cook up some new stuff because me and her we've been collaborating for like the last 2 years,
Mhm.
and I flew Clef out there with me just to kind of I guess whip up some vibes from scratch, and that's what happened on that record. We started from scratch. I laid the hook down, and then she flew in from Miami because she had an event. She flew in, and then she heard it, and she was like, "All right, I got to get on it." And she was like, "I'll be back," because she has a studio, which is like a compound. It's a warehouse where it's like merch is there, studio, like all the creatives, are there, and her house is like literally 20 minutes away from there, something like that.
Mhm.
So she's like, I'm gonna go home. I gotta, change and whatnot and get settled. But I'm gonna record the verse at the crib. And I was like, all right, bet. And we were at the studio all day. And she came back, with her verse, and it was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, I seen like parts of it, like on her. I saw parts of it on her feed, and then until like today when they told me to like interview you, and I was like, yo, like this song like pretty dope. Like I didn't know like y'all would like it came out so clean. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah, no, definitely. I was really glad or I was happy with the way it came out, for sure. It's getting a lot of love too. It's on YouTube right now, so like the singles up on YouTube now and on Spotify now too.
mhm.
Yeah,
So like
Apple Music everywhere really now. It's in all on all stores, all platforms. Um, yeah, I mean it's I think it's 14. Yeah, it's 14 songs on there, original songs written by me. Majority of it was produced by Clef and Pumbaa, which is Snow's DJ, and it's got some collabs on there, so it's really awesome. I'm really proud of that body of work for sure. Yeah.
it's so cool. Like I want to ask this because I mean I'm like 18, so I'm barely starting with music. When did you start like doing music, or when did you start getting interested in it?
Right around 19. That's when I got out of high school. Like I really started taking it serious. Because at first I was just like more about. Hold on, I'm gonna change. This song does not go with the vibes right now. Hold up. So yeah, I started, like the whole dancing thing. Sorry, and that's all I was really trying to do, like choreograph and like do stuff like that. And then I was like, nah, I think I want to give music a shot. I had never really, recorded anything, and yeah, as soon as I got out of high school, I guess I met the right people, And that put me in those positions like, oh, I know this guy has a studio. Oh, I know this guy makes beats. So I was like, all right, well, here I am. And yeah, first song was terrible. And then I guess I just kept getting better and better. You know, like anything, you practice enough and you get a little better. And yeah, ever since then, I fell in love with it though. It's kind of weird. Like, I never expected, for me to have like this like hidden passion, and once I kind of like got in front of it, it was like, man, like that's all I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty crazy, but yeah, I'm 20, I'm 29 now, so I've been doing it for 10 years now, and it's like, coming together, you know what I mean? It's definitely a grind.
Did you know like how far you can become? Like, did you ever like realize like, yo, like I made it this year?
Not at all. Like, I mean, it's pretty crazy, but like I've opened up and performed with some pretty big people, like, and it's kind of crazy to think like, I mean, I'm in San Antonio right now, so like I've shared stages with like Drake, Trey Songz, Snow. We've gone on, like last year we went on a 38 city tour, I think it was. I mean, it's just things like that you don't really ever expect to happen, but when they happen, you're like super thankful, and then looking back, you're super thankful. I guess stuff like this is kind of cool. Like, I don't know if you can see that. Hold on. Like, hang on, can you see me?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like at a show in Nebraska, and
Mhm.
yeah, it was just pretty cool. Like, cool moment. So like when I see stuff like that, it like reminds me like, all right, I want to keep doing this.
How about like when you like first started? Like, did you ever feel like insecure? Or, like, feel like nah, I don't want to do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, oh for sure. Like that's one thing. Like with music, you're your biggest critic, because um you just don't want everything to be perfect, and you think like, oh, stuff's got to be a certain way, like, or sound a certain way because this is what's happening now. So you always got that kind of pressure. But I think it's not until like, you do it enough to where you're like, you know what, all right, like I'm gonna, this is gonna be me, whether it's like current or not, or like what they say I should sound like or not. This is gonna be something that I love, because it's got to start there. You got to love your own music, like, and so the music I make, I feel like, yeah, now it's like the music I would listen to if that was another artist, like I would listen to myself. So like after a while, yeah, you kind of get over that, but it happens, at the beginning, and you just got to keep pushing. Really, you got to go with the roll with the punches. I say, you know,
Yeah.
you'll get better and better as you go. That's for sure, and especially somebody like you, you're 18. That's crazy. Like start now, because you'll kill it. You're already killing it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How do you what like? How do you turn like a negative to a positive?
Negative into a positive,
Yeah.
you flip the battery the other way. So instead, you just flip it. Nah, so like real talk, it's hard. Like people make it seem like, oh, just think positive, but you gotta like, how could I say? I mean, it's a mindset thing. I know when I hopped on the live, you were talking about you having that mindset, and that's really what it is. Like, whatever you feed your mind, that's what's really that's that energy you're gonna put out. So like, you feed it negative thoughts. I mean, you're gonna traject negative energy. I feel like so. Whether you think you can or can't, I think you're right. Does that make sense? But you gotta like, cause like, okay, if you think you can't, I feel like majority of the time you're probably not gonna like do whatever it is you're trying to do. But if your
Yeah.
mindset's like, nah, I'm gonna do it no matter what, more than likely it's gonna happen. So it's one of those things where like it's just a mindset of turning any situation into a positive. Like depends how you look, your outlook is on it. Spin it into a positive. Think of the good situation, versus the bad, and that's lately what I've been doing. That's working for me. So like, yeah, especially with music, like it's crazy. It's a crazy ride. So like, you always got to take everything and just see it as like a lesson.
I mean, yeah, because that's how. I mean, it's very like difficult for when I first started because I started it when I was like 16 with social media. So with me, it was like difficult because I'm like sensitive. I was very like soft and sensitive. So
Yeah,
people told me like when I was so used to like positive comments like, oh, you're so pretty and oh, I like this. So once I heard like a negative comment, it's like, whoa, like
yeah,
like it just freaks you out because it's just like what, I never had this before because I'm so used to this. And I guess what pushed me more was my mom said like fame is not for everybody. And so me, it's like when people tell me no, you can't do it, it pushes me even more, like to prove them wrong. So when she
Exactly.
said
Yeah.
that, like, not, I'm not, of course, I love my mom to death. Like, I will never like bash her, but when she said that, it was like, it opened my eyes and I was like, I'm gonna show you that this is for me, you know, like, like I'm gonna
Yeah.
show you, like, you know,
That's
like,
the approach you got to take, though. That's dope. Yeah, because like that's one thing I dealt with too. At first, one of my most successful songs, like by myself, from like years ago, like I was at the point where like people were like, kind of like I was growing a fan base, you could say, at the time, and then like I was more with like the R&B kind of element at first, and then it went into like this song that was completely off grid, and the reaction I got from it was mixed. Like it drew a lot of numbers and a lot of feedback, but it was mixed, and I was used to like, oh, the pat on the backs, like, oh man, you're doing awesome, like, man, you kill it at your shows. Like I was used to that, but then once the stuff started getting bigger, you get more people's like opinions. So off top, like a small percentage is always going to say like the negative stuff, and like, and that's where I say like your mindset really comes into play, because at first, like you said, like you weren't used to it. So same with me, I wasn't used to it, so I was like, man, like, is this it? Like, am I done? Like, is it over? And that just really drove me to like you said, prove them wrong. And but at the end, like, yeah, just to me, it's like prove yourself right, because you're destined to be something, so just prove yourself right. You ain't got to prove nobody right or wrong. It's just like, man, leave them to think whatever they want, and then just keep going hard. But that's a good question, because man, turning negative to a positive is tough, especially when you're used to nothing but positive.
yeah.
That's hard. Yeah, good question.
What
This is
about like,
way better questions than I thought. That's pretty good. You made me think.
what about like supporting wise,
You said
like,
what, supporting wise?
yeah, like with like family wise, like was your family like very supportive of you?
My family, were they supportive? Yeah, off top they were. You know what I'm saying? I think they were. I think they were. No, they were. They were like, they were so supportive that they came out to shows and stuff like that. And a lot of people were, at the beginning, and then of course you have those people that change up, on you, like that
Yeah.
circle of friends that they start acting too Hollywood and moving around, moving different ways. But it is what it is in the end. Like family in the end is going to be there for you. So as long as they're my main support system, I'm straight. I think so. Even to
Yeah.
this day, like my brother, like he texted me the other day. He's like, "Bro, you killed it. Like this talkback is crazy." Like, and then he ended it with, "I'm still a better rapper though." And I was just like, "All right, bro." Like, but they're still
Oh, so
supportive,
he
yeah.
does it too? He raps too?
So like, well, growing up, he was a big like, hip hop head, I guess you could say, and he would do his little rapping thing. He had his journals like where he would write all these songs, I guess, and he sing them for me, or like rap them to me. And that's when I felt like I started getting into that, like that music, that passion for music, because I guess he brought it over. And but yeah, he used to do it back in the day. He's older now, and he's like, nah, it ain't for me now, but he still claims he's a better artist than me.
We
Yeah,
all have that sibling, right?
yeah, I guess
No,
that's just the thing, bro.
I have a like, well, me and my siblings, it's me and then my sister. I have more siblings. But my younger sister, she's 13 and she has 300K on Instagram. Like she's really popping on there.
So,
But she's the most like, in person, she is so shy and so nervous. Like
oh
we're
really?
like the opposite. Like I'm like so shy and stuff like on social media, and then in person I'm more of like hype. Like I'm just like, okay, like let's get it going. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
But her, she's the opposite. Like she's so like clumsy and stuff like on live and do be herself. And you see her in person, she just like doesn't like, she doesn't want to dance or nothing. Yeah.
yeah. A lot of the biggest artists and just like people are like that though. They're not. They're different. Like, not that they're different people, like in the studio and outside, but it's just some people are like, what do you call them, people, introverts. Like they're just not really
Yeah.
like, they're not really trying to converse with people or like be out there, be the center of attention. That's cool. I have a lot of friends like that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
What about like with you, like with your first, when you like your first show, like how was that your experience with that? Like
Say it again one more time.
your first show, like performing, how was your experience with that?
Yeah. So my first show, wow. So I think I performed like on pavement. It wasn't even like a stage. It was just like, all right, man, get out there. Like the speakers are there, your mic's right there. Like perform. Um, And it was a what was it? It was an event we were doing, I think, with Best Buy. I don't know if that was my first show or not. I'm just anytime I think of first show, I think of that day because it was just hot. We were outside, and I had two dancers with me. We were all about the choreo, so we were like hitting everything all together, all cool. And man, that's crazy. I haven't thought about that show in a minute, but that was like man, shoot, 2011, 2010 or something. Yeah, it was hot that day.
What about, okay, so like now, like you're in the future wise and you're older, what's like what's advice you would give yourself at like your younger version? Like what's the best advice you could give yourself if you were to look at yourself at 19 years old? What would you say?
These questions get harder and harder. Um, Man, that's a good one. So, like, definitely, because, okay, obviously, let's keep it real. When you're 18, 19, especially now, like you said, you hang out with friends and, like, it's all fun. It's all good, and I think if I was looking back, what I would do is versus spending so much time, because I'm not saying, like, oh, like, I wish I didn't have friends at the time. No, I love all my friends. I just wish that I could have, like, and it's always hard to know what you know now, but made more time for like my passion, like you know what I'm saying, or at least taking it like I was going, however much percent. Like I wish I could have went more because, like, and put out more content early on. Like you know what I mean. Like that's one thing that you always look back and like, man, you could have always done more. But yeah, that would be it. Just I wish I could have done more early on to kind of get me further along. But I think at the time you do all you're trying to do is I don't know just I don't know, do it like as a hobby maybe, and not like do it like because oh man, I want to make a career out of this. Like so I'm just like doing it during the night, forgetting about it for a day or two, coming back to it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could have been like more consistent.
Do you have
Yeah.
like any regrets?
No, not at all. Definitely no. No regrets. The only thing I wish I could have done more of is made more time. But nah, no regrets. I think everything plays out the way it's supposed to play out sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, I mean I don't really regret. I mainly regret like when I buy stuff and like I'm like I didn't need this. You know what I'm saying? Or
Uh,
like that's what I regret. But like life itself, like it is what it is. You roll with the punches and keep going, and it's just all lessons really. Yeah.
well, where do you see yourself like 5 years from now?
Man, hopefully I'm still able to like move and like hoop and dance and play ball, all that. 5 years from now, I see myself really like making an impact in the game. Like at that point already, like being established in the game as one of the Latinos in the urban market, urban genre, urban R&B, however you want to label it. And yeah, that's where I see myself. I see myself competing with the big dogs for sure.
What's like the best advice you could say to the audience or like to supporters?
To supporters, best advice you said?
Yeah.
Just follow your heart, man. I think. Sorry, I'm not calling you man. I'm just saying, like in general, like
Yeah.
follow your heart. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, like especially today, like I feel like a lot of people, a lot of younger generation,
Mm-hmm.
they're so swayed by people's opinions and like you know what I'm saying, like the online critique, and it's just like man, follow your heart because in the end, like it's really you. You know what I mean? Like you're the one that's gonna either be happy or unhappy with whatever route you take. So it's like make it your own. Don't worry about what other people. Obviously, your family matters and their opinion matters and all that stuff. But in the end, like you got to decide. Like this is for anybody out there listening. Like decide what you truly want in life and go after it. Make a plan. Develop a plan. And go after it daily. Like I said, I wish I had more time then to do more. Not more time, but I wish I could have done more with my time. So that's the thing. Time's always ticking. So you got to be like, chipping away at your goal, whatever it is. So that's my advice. Whatever your goal is, do it. Do that. I support it. I love it.
Exactly what you said. Cause yeah, there's a lot of people asking for advice for it, but I don't have like the good thing to say about it because I'm still going through it now. So there's not really much I could say about it other than like keep going with it because with me, I got like motivated because of the hate because people told me I couldn't do it. People told me
Straight
it was
up.
bad.
Yeah.
So I felt like that's what pushed me, and that's what made me become who I am today. And people were like really harsh on me, and it's like took advantage because I was so sensitive, I was so soft, I was so sweet, I was so nice.
Yeah.
And now I'm more like, I'm still the same person, but now I'm more like persistent. Now I'm more like, no, like, no, you can't do this to me. No, you can't. Like, and now I'm more like, okay, I'm a woman. I
Yeah.
want to say I'm a woman because I'm 18. You know, I had to like take control of that. But the advice I would say is like, be yourself. A lot of people, they pretend to be something that they're not, and
I know a lot of
I
people
feel like
like
being
that.
yourself, it just says a lot about you. If you like fake saying what you do, what you like, you know, like what you wear, whatever, like you trying to be something you're not, it doesn't,
Yeah.
like a lot of people don't like that. They just want to know the real you.
Exactly.
So
That's what it is. That's exactly, you hit it on the money. Like people connect with something that's real, and like that's why, it's important to just be yourself. Like, there's no need to be anybody else. Like, there's only one you know what I'm saying? So like, why make two of somebody else, or like three, or whoever? Just be yourself, and always be humble. That's one thing. That's actually, let me take that back. So that's like my second advice, and then my first would be just be humble, because
yeah,
like, honestly, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're all here, and like, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. It's just, I don't like when I come across people, whether famous or not, and they're just, just not not the most humble people, or like, rude, or just to people for no reason. Like, I think everybody should be treated the same and given the respect, and yeah, I think that's my number one. Be humble, and then obviously follow your heart.
yeah, I feel like you need to be humble is like one of the top things because
Yeah.
it's with me. I didn't really grow up with like all the stuff that people have. Like people think that I have everything. I'm just like, well, I didn't really grow up like that. Like, so I started from the bottom I worked my way up.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's where my humbleness comes in because I'm just like I love giving. I love, and it's just like some people are like, no, you can't do everything for free. And I'm just like, why? And they're like,
Yeah.
you can't because you're an artist and you're this. I'm just like that. I don't want to get paid for it. And then now I'm like realizing like, oh, okay. But other than that, like I'm a person that I put people's feelings before I put mine, or
Yeah.
I love to give a lot. I love giving more
Yeah.
than receiving.
Got you. Yeah, no, for sure. I think I read something like that today, where it was like, when you give, like, you open yourself up for, like, to receive more blessings and stuff. So like, I believe in that too. Like, that, like I said, that energy you put out, like, and then some people, it's funny because when like good things start happening to good people, like, people always try to say like, oh man, that dude's lucky, or like that girl's lucky, and like lucky, and it's like you make your own luck. You know what I mean? Like, you give back, and you're humble. I think stuff starts coming your way. You know what I mean? And like positive things. So yeah, for sure, I'm with that.
I'm all about positive. I don't understand. Like I will never understand when people put hate. I don't know if it's like if it makes them happy or something. I will never understand.
I
I
think it's
really
just
don't.
easier to say something like, what I'm saying, that's either sarcastic or smart. Especially again, like this day and age, it's so easy to like be a little hater on the comment, and like be like a computer thug, and it's like, I don't know, like, I don't get down with that. But I mean, all the people that really support and really matter are the ones that I show my attention to, and like I'm thankful for. And everybody else, I mean, hey, maybe there's an next artist that you might vibe to, and it's cool. There's plenty of artists for everybody out here, so it's cool. But yeah, no, for sure. Just don't engage in any nonsense, any negative talk.
Hmm. So like, do you have like any stories? Like any stories like about how it all started, kind of
How? What? I'm sorry.
how it started, like with you, like how
Like with the
it all
music.
worked out. Huh?
Like with the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, when I got out of high school. Hey, this is a new song, by the way. This is tight. When I got out of high school, I just started meeting the right people, that knew people that did music or whatever. And like I said, the first couple songs, I was always like, I kind of knew how to like write already. Like, it was weird. I was already in high school, like doing like poems and stuff like that, in English class or whatever. And after that too, like I would write my own little, I guess, poetry. And then finally, like when I got with people that made beats or whatever, or that had access to beats, I was applying that to like the beats. But then I knew I was missing something. Like when I would hear it back, I'm like, man, that don't sound like the stuff that comes on the radio, or like So we got to figure some stuff out. So then I remember I had this guy. His name was Eddie B. And man, I haven't talked about this in a minute, but like he came in and was like, "Man, I used to write for such and such group back in the day, and blah blah blah." So he wrote a song for me, and I recorded it like the way he sung it, like a reference.
Mm-hmm.
He like recorded it, and then I heard it, and I was just like recording it that same way. But then like hearing it back, and I put it out, I released it. It just wasn't me at all. Like it was stuff like I wouldn't say, or like I don't know. So like that's when I knew like, all right, man, like you gotta like okay, write for yourself, number one, and like kind of like make this your own. Don't go based off of other people what they want to say for you. And I guess that's one of the things that made me better with like the writing. So then finally I started putting better songs together, and
Mm-hmm.
my first song actually hit the radio on 98.5 like back in the day, and it was just like I don't know, a whole movement at the time. Yeah, it was crazy, but I think once I started like like playing out of this city and stuff, like that's when I started seeing my following grow like for real, versus it just being local. Like I started seeing like my streams like from different places, different countries. That's kind of crazy. And yeah, like right now I have a song, Shot with You and Waterfall, that are definitely over like 250,000 streams. And like, I mean, to some that may not be much, but to me that's a lot because it's like a lot
No.
of people in different markets, like,
Yeah.
so it's pretty cool. But yeah, it's evolving, and I think we're in a good place right now where I think the music we're about to put out and along with videos, it's gonna do something. But yeah, that's my story there. It's like, man, at first you don't even know what you're doing. You just think you have an idea, and and finally it plays out, and you're like, all right. Yeah. What about you? Like, did you? Because I know you've been doing TikTok for a minute, but like, what inspired that? Because I know that's like a whole new like game now. Like, it's like a whole new like
Yeah, it's a whole
market.
otherism.
Yeah.
Um, so how I started was there was an app before TikTok and it was called Dub Smash. And Dub Smash is dancing and
Yeah.
that's what a lot of people would do, like dancers. And I would see that on Instagram, like that was always on my explore page was like
Yeah.
dancers Dub Smash, Dub Smash. And I was like, what is Dub Smash? And my sister she did it and she did it before me because her and her little friend would do it. And I was like, yo, I want to do it. Like the wall was barely in, like the wall when like this thingy was like in, and it was like it was like just new things that were coming in. So I was like, I want to dance because I got kind of got inspired by my little sister because she was dancing, and it was making her followers go up. And I was like, well, I love dancing. I want to try it out because it was just like, new. Like I didn't know I'd hit the wall or anything, so it was all new to me. And she was a type that she didn't have the patience to teach, so I had to teach myself.
Yeah.
So okay, and then well, Dust Smash had bad quality on it, so I was like, oh, like I don't like it. And then I got this app on TikTok, and I was like, whoa, isn't this the app that was called Musically? And my friend's like, yeah, it was. But everybody at my school just like, oh, it's TikTok. They'll make fun of it. They'll like call it memes. Like everybody just didn't like TikTok at that
Yeah.
time. Did it, and so I got it, and it was like way much quality. Like it looked way much better. So I got Dust Smash soundings, and I put them on TikTok. And I started dancing on there, and nobody was dancing on TikTok. Like I kind of like started the trend a little bit on there, um, on TikTok, and I started dancing. So people started recognizing like, yo, this is new. Like we never seen this.
Yeah.
So I started dancing on there, and that's how like I got my followers go up because at the time I had like 8,000 on Instagram,
Yeah.
and that's when I seen like my followers go up and stuff. And it wasn't more about that. It was like dang, like it was like I loved seeing people like follow me because of my dancing because I
Yeah.
like what I did, and that's when all the hate and everything came in. But it just like pushed me more,
Yeah.
and so when it all started and I started doing it over and over again like dancing and stuff, people started like copying my dances, and people started like wanted saying like, oh, I got inspired by you because you dance, and I want to be just like you. I want to dance like you.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, like I felt good about it, so I started doing it even more.
Yeah.
And then I got distracted because I had a boyfriend, and like it was so bad, it was toxic that I kind of lost TikTok. And then and then I went back again, and now like I'm popping on there. That's
Yeah. That's dope. So like you make your own dances to like different songs or whatever, or is it just like I guess those like the viral dances that you do, or like how does that work? Like what do you?
So with TikTok, it's different because TikTok is like it just changes all the time because
Yeah.
if your sound and it could like just go viral, or it could just be like like you have to do a trend sound for it to go up, for your views to go up and your likes and everything. That's really how it works. But with me, I hate copying people. Like I don't like it. I'll use the sound, but I'll switch it up and do my own dance because
Yeah.
I like being different. I'm like being
Yeah.
a follower. I don't like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I like
There you
doing
go.
that. So
Nice.
that's what I do, or I mix up my dancing like with shuffling and like tutting, like things back then.
Oh, you know how
Because
to tut? That's cool.
yeah, I did private lessons with in San Antonio. I think they're called what are they called? NXG. You have you heard of them?
Oh yeah, I've heard of
Yeah,
NXT. Yeah, yeah.
with them I did private lessons with them, and he's like really really good. Like the main guy, he did tutting,
Tut.
breakdance, everything slow motion. So I learned a lot
Yeah.
from him, and I'm bringing it to TikTok so that people could see something new other than seeing the same thing. Like because it gets boring.
Yeah.
But I actually want to ask you that too. Like, I know you do music, but is there anything else like you want to do, or is there anything else like you're gonna do next?
Yeah, I want to act. Like I would love to be in movies one day. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's something I really strongly consider. Like if given the opportunity, or got in front of an opportunity like that, I would take it. Because I don't know. I just feel like that's like my next calling. I can get into some acting and kill it. Um, like I love, Johnny Depp's one of my favorite actors, and these guys that play like different roles. Like how he was Alice in Wonderland, and then he was like, I don't know, he was Edward Scissorhands. Like he's all these
Yeah.
crazy characters. Like I feel like I could be that guy. I could be like the Latino Johnny Depp or something. But but yeah, that'd be like my next thing. I feel like that I want to, I guess, conquer.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that too because acting. I want to do that when I was like little. I always wanted to do acting. I want to do everything. Like I want
Yeah,
to be an artist. I want to do dancing. I want to act. I want to. It just makes you look more like an entertainer.
yeah, for sure.
So that's cool. Like you want to do acting and stuff. Like I don't know. That's pretty dope.
Yeah,
Like
and I think it like kind of makes sense because like artists, like even like yourself, you're an artist even though maybe you're just starting with music, right? You haven't been maybe doing it as long as dancing, but like I think like that's a form of art. So like artists, dancers and stuff, they like we're able to like, how could I say, like connect with the people that watch us by going along with the song. So that's kind of like acting. You go along with the role and you connect with people that way. Your character. So like, I feel like I can do that. I feel like it's kind of the same thing.
yeah.
So yeah. I feel like you can do that too. That's dope.
I mean, that's the thing with me. I always like trying, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I can at least say that I did it.
Yeah.
I could like tell people like, yeah, I did it. But I mean, it didn't go as I wanted it to go, but I at least did it. So that's the thing with me.
There you go. For sure.
Is there anything else you want to say? Because my phone's about to die.
Yeah, mine too. I'm like at 10%. No, I mean whoever's watching, appreciate you guys. I know you're probably like, who is this dude? Like, what? I can't see Paradise. But man, check out my music if you haven't heard it. If you haven't heard of me, listen to what I guess what we're cooking out of this city itself. Because there's a lot of talent here. I know people say it over and over again. Oh, trying to put San Antonio on the map. But it's like seriously though, like a lot of artists here that are super talented, and I mean especially the new generation. With being able to bring like the whole TikTok aspect into it, like, and now you're from here, you're like one of the more like established TikTok users out there, and it's crazy, it's dope, it's awesome to see. So like, I mean, definitely like support each other and then check my stuff out. I got a new single, like I said, Talk Back, and my album's out, so enjoy that too because it's a lot of music that's original, and it's definitely a vibe. If you don't, hit me up if you don't understand a lyric or two, because a lot of stuff, like 90% of it is bilingual. So like, let me know and I got you. But that's it though. Like, I really appreciate this interview. It's cool.
Thank you so much, AJ. It was actually like so much fun, like talking to you, getting to know you better, getting to know like the kind of stuff or what you went through, how y'all started,
Yeah.
positive comments, everything. That's like really cool.
Yeah. No, for sure. And I know we didn't get to like a lot of comments, but like whoever came in and watched this, like, appreciate y'all. And yeah. And I'm gonna follow you. Oh, my bad, my phone, man. It's like I'm leaning it up against this.
Yeah.
So like it keeps looking over. But yeah, like I'm gonna follow you, and yeah, whenever you're ready to do some music, let's make a hit.
Bro, I got you.
Let's
Say
go.
less.
Straight
Okay.
up.
Bye, AJ. It was nice.
Bye. Nice meeting you. Take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, shit. I switched it. Okay. So, Justin and Vanity, that was like so dope. That was like so much fun. I mean, I never get to meet him, but he's here in San Antonio, so maybe like if this whole quarantine thing goes down, I could like finally meet him. We could do like a whole, one hit, like you know what I'm saying. I was gonna go live with like Gabby right now, but my phone is literally my phone was literally at 6%, so I'm probably gonna come back and start another live, but let me just charge it for a little bit and then we'll come back on here. But thank you guys for so much like for watching, because it was actually awesome. I saw some of y'all's comments. Y'all was like really positive. If y'all want, go to his profile please and go follow him. Go check out his music. It's so dope. He did a recent one with Solar Product. It's pretty dope. I liked it. Some Spanish in it too. I mean, I'm Hispanic, so if y'all Hispanic, I mean, y'all should just go listen to it because y'all understand what it's saying. Uh, but I'll go finish side. Thank y'all for watching this. It was so much fun. Thank y'all 37 views that are here and took time out your day to watch it because we're on quarantine. So thank you. But I'm gonna live in a little bit with Gabby and Elise. So stay tuned. Thank you guys.